Epictetus, the stoicism philosopher from ancient times, had a lot to say about understanding what's truly important to us, and how we can try to find the positives in a negative situation. Now, appropriate actions are of three kinds. First, those relating to mere existence. Secondly, those relating to existence of a particular kind. And thirdly, those that are themselves principal duties. And what are those? Fulfilling one's role as a citizen, marrying, having children, honoring God, taking care of one's parents. And, in a word, having our desires and aversions, and our motives to act and or not to act as each of them ought to be in accordance with our nature. And what is our nature? To be people who are free, noble-minded, and self-respecting. For what other animal blushes? What other animal has a sense of shame? Pleasure should be subordinated to these duties as a servant, as an attendant, so as to arouse our zeal, so as to ensure that we consistently act in accord with nature. With regard to whatever objects give you delight, are useful, or are deeply loved, remember to tell yourself of what general nature they are, beginning from the most insignificant things. If, for example, you are fond of a specific ceramic cup, remind yourself that it is only ceramic cups in general, of which you are fond. Then, if it breaks, you will not be disturbed. If you kiss your child, or your wife, say that you only kiss things which are human, and thus you will not be disturbed if either of them dies. When you are delighted with anything, be delighted as with a thing which is not one of those which cannot be taken away, but as something of such a kind as an earthen pot is, or a glass cup, that, when it has been broken, you may remember what it was, and may not be troubled. What you love is nothing of your own. It has been given to you for the present, not that it should not be taken from you. Nor has it been given to you for all time, but as a fig is given to you, or a bunch of grapes at the appointed season of the year. But if you wish for these things in winter, you are a fool. So if you wish for your son or friend when it is not allowed to you, you must know that you are wishing for a fig in winter. Not in our power are all the elements which constitute our environment, such as wealth, health, reputation, social prestige, power, the lives of those we love, and death. In our power are our thinking, our intentions, our desires, our decisions. These make it possible for us to control ourselves, and to make of ourselves elements and parts of the universe of nature. This knowledge of ourselves makes us free in a world of dependencies. This superiority of our powers enables us to live in conformity with nature. Even as the sun doth not wait for prayers and incantations to rise, but shines forth and is welcomed by all, so thou also wait not for clapping of hands and shouts and praise to do thy duty. Nay, do good of thine own accord, and thou wilt be loved like the sun.